Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the latest 4K review from us here at Flick Direct, and for today's 4K review, I'm here to talk to you all about Fall. Fall is essentially a contained survival thriller in which we follow two best friends, Becky and Hunter, who are all about pushing themselves past their limits until one day when they climb a abandoned radio tower and they realize, oh crap, we gotta get back down, otherwise, well, when I first saw the trailer to this movie last year, this was a movie that, while it looked interesting, it was a movie that I didn't need to run out and see. I mean, like, it looked interesting. I like myself a contained movie. Even though this movie takes place within a specific area, it's a very open type of setting. You guys get my point. I'm kind of kicking myself because this is a movie that was very enjoyable. Now, with that being said, I do have a couple of things I do have to get right off the bat. Fall is kind of predictable, and as a matter of fact, it does follow some story beats that you can see coming miles away in terms of doing flashbacks with your memories, and not to mention the film is pretty absurd. But Fall works because not only are there two great performances, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan is, by the way, in the film, and he's terrific in the film. What makes Fall work so well is that not only is this film a contained thriller despite it being a very open setting, but nonetheless, the film has a lot of suspense, tension, and the tension knowing that these two girls climbed up a tower, and if they fall down, well, they're kind of screwed. And knowing how they're trying to get down and knowing they could literally be just seconds, milliseconds away from death is what makes this film, despite being very predictable and very absurd, that is what makes this film so captivating and such a suspenseful-filled watch. Getting into the audio and video quality, starting off with the video quality, Fall on 4K is presented on an aspect ratio of 2001, and Fall looks terrific in 4K, especially when the daytime sequences are in. The vivid colors look so good, especially with seeing the vivid blue sky, the greens, the ground, seeing the perspective and the depth of field of these two best friends looking at what could be their impending death makes the cinematography really cool. The colors most definitely pop, especially during the film's daytime sequences. The nighttime sequences have great shadow detail. The black levels look terrific. Close-ups on characters' faces look terrific, especially our two main actors' faces. The clothing looks great, and especially, like I said, seeing the vivid blue skies, and especially when it comes down to the flashback sequences look very, very good. Every time that these two are trying to make their daring escape from this radio tower, those sequences look really, really good. Going on to the audio quality, Fall is on a Dolby Atmos track, and the Dolby Atmos track is seriously where this 4K viewing shines. The Dolby Atmos track here is very immersive, especially with given how the film takes place outside for the majority of the time and on a radio tower. The atmospherics, the environmental sound effects, and how immersive what that Dolby Atmos track is. Hearing the wind subtly coming in as these two having their dialogue, which, by the way, just to let you guys know, dialogue is crystal clear. The film's original score did sound very, very good, but where Fall's Dolby Atmos track is the greatest is the environmental sound effect. Hearing the creaks of the tower, knowing that it could fall over any second, knowing that it's abandoned. When the two best friends are trying to make their escape, and knowing that just at any second you could hear a creak, and the wind, the constant shuffling, the environmental sound effects. It is a very immersive track. It's a very lively track with great atmospherics. This is seriously a great Dolby Atmos experience. It is a very, very well done one. Finally, moving on to the special featurettes, Fall comes with some great featurettes. One of them being a great audio commentary. There's a really cool one called Making the Impact of Fall, and there is a terrific making of, which, if you want to see how this film was made, watch that especially. And there's a theatrical trailer, there's a music video. All in all, what we have here is a great semi-contained thriller with great performances, and on top of all of that, you have terrific video quality, awesome audio quality with some great featurettes. And by the way, before I end this thing off, let me show you how cool the slipcover is, just to show you really quick how it goes from the daytime to the nighttime. They put that back on, and it's a very, very cool steelbook, and I might as well show you the back of it if you can see the back design. Very, very cool design, and if you love a steelbook, a cool steelbook for that matter, then pick the steelbook up. It's a really cool design. I hope you all enjoyed my 4K review of Fall. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for our latest 4K review goes live. If you guys want to see for previous 2 4K reviews, please click on right there or right there. And then, of course, until our next 4K review goes live, we'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for when our reviews, interviews, and news go live.